Auto insurance can all seem the same until it comes time to use it. So don't get stuck paying more for less coverage. Switch to USAA Auto Insurance and you could start saving money in no time. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply. USAA.
Let's check out your knowledge of Star Wars.
Oh my God,
here.
We're starting off straight.
All right,
Yeah, I reckon I've seen all of the originals. Obviously, episode 1 and 2 were like coming out as I was entering that like kind of teen era.
Sexual awakening.
Yeah, my sexual Jar Jar Binks.
Damn, girl.
Them lips. Them ears. They did something.
Nothing quite compares though in terms of music in a movie. Like Dune 2 was pretty good, the most recent one.
Yep.
I like Mad Max personally.
Mad Max, unbelievable. Incredible. So much practical shooting, beautifully shot.
Lion King, different type of touch, but you know,
I do like that old school world, like music wise. I do like that old school world of like whenever there was like a movie coming out, then there was just a song that accompanied it, and it'd have its own music video. Sometimes the stars from the movie were in it,
from a different kind of field. But the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack's always.
Oh yeah, well it's good when they set themselves like a task and they have like a theme and they're like, that's what we have to do is just create this kick-ass. Is it disco? What does he do? No, I'm thinking of The Martian, and it's all disco because he's being left up in space with just that music from one of the other people.
That is how it goes though. He does like a full soul playlist.
I need to get a quick little Google on. I saw an actor the other day.
Yeah, you Google, and I can talk about that. We just had Abby on the podcast from KeepCup. What a podcast. Now, if you're looking, if you're watching YouTube, we're actually wearing different clothes. That's because it's a week later. So we're going to see how good our memory is from remembering that great chat. But it was great, so I'm sure that we'll be able to pick up on a few of those. Liam, do you want to give us a little intro on this number, the man behind the mic? Just the intro to the pod. You normally do the intros to coffee break.
You're right. Yeah.
I'm trying to give you your moment in the sun.
You kind of jumped over.
Flailing.
You jumped on it, you know.
Mate, you got to be on the pulse.
Welcome back to another coffee break with the boys from It's Just Coffee.
It's just coffee.
It's just coffee.
We did just have Abigail come through, and she was an absolute delight. Her and Kirk got on more than we expected from musical taste.
They had so much in common. I hated it.
The chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry. There was some loving looks as well.
It's her equal love of Metallica and Star Wars that really, I thought.
And Lord of the Rings.
And Lord of the Rings, yeah.
Oh my God, I hated it.
My type of woman. By the way, it was Digimon Honsu that I saw. So he's the guy from Blood Diamonds.
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
I saw him walking by the other day. I was like, fuck, that's him. And then I was going to go up and be like, dude, what's up? But I
ask him on the pod.
Oh, man.
Straight up.
Oh, also, did you see all the comments when we did you may remember a few episodes ago or a little while ago, Joe Jonas walked past just out here and we have a little clip of spotting him and him looking in. We posted that clip and everyone started commenting and tagging him who are Joe Jonas fans. And they were like, he's an absolute coffee addict and obsessed with coffee. He would have absolutely loved it. So even more so, just those moments in life where I'm like, when we were sitting there going, someone grab him, someone literally grab him. He would have done it. And he would have had some thoughts on coffee.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, this is a call out. Tag him now, Joe Jonas.
Well, it'd be good to have him on. He's a good looking man.
He's a good looking rooster.
Yeah.
And that's what we go by here. Just if they're, beautiful specimens.
And if he says no, we'll ask Sophie Turner.
Yeah. Oh, trouble in paradise.
Sorry.
But just quickly back to Abby. Great guest. So cool. Is also having someone that's like the owner of their company. I love when she's like, well, for good and for bad, I answer to no one, maybe to the detriment of my pockets because, we're just doing what we think is right and what the right moves are. So I thought that was amazing of it. Even when we asked the question about other reusable brands and how they're launching all these seasonal editions, different colors, how can you be pushing eco if you're encouraging people to just buy up different editions and all that kind of stuff? And I wanted to know her answer. And I think I just said, like, how do you walk that line of making profit, but, still not pushing too many? And she was like, in an ideal world, we wouldn't exist. We'd be like shut down. In an ideal world, no one would be buying our cups. but there is a problem and we can kind of solve it half with our product. But ideally, just sit down and drink your coffee, is what she said. And it's like, I don't think you'd see many founders that would be saying that about their own product line.
Yeah, no, it's there's this term called consumer obsoletism. So, it's like an iPhone. It's designed to sort of only last a certain period of time so that you have to buy a new one.
Yep.
So, hers seem to be durable, and she's not really encouraging the constant purchase of a new one.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, they actually on their channel, they promote people whose keep cups, let's say they've got like the one with the cork band and that's snapped. They promote the people who share photos of them, like people putting elastic bands around the cork to hold it together or making sure that their keep cup keeps going the long distance so they don't have to buy a new one. And also they have on the website, I didn't know this, I only just found it out, you can just buy a replacement like plug or cork band or whatever. So even if the cork snaps, you just chuck it on. So yeah, I thought that was really cool of them. I thought she was a good sport of when sometimes things just come to you during a pod, and I thought she was a good sport when I asked her if I could keep her ashes in a keep cup urn. That was their water bottle.
I was losing my mind back here when that came up, and it ended up just to go back to it. Rowan asked Abigail if it was okay if we could use one of her keep cups that we had on the table as her urn, and it does look like a beautiful urn.
Yeah,
which she actually responded to. Actually, I want to be planted in a life bag.
Yeah,
underneath a tree.
Those are so cool.
Yeah,
I'm going to issue some spoiler alerts right here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have not seen Furiosa yet, I'm about to issue a spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
We don't have a spoiler button, so we'll just
I'll just do one of these. Oh, okay.
Yeah, boy.
That means spoiler.
So the villain, Dementus, when they don't kill him, they just kind of plant him as part of a tree. It looks like quite torturous, so he becomes a tree in it. That's kind of
wait, this is a spoiler for Furiosa. I was thinking just a regular Mad Max. I haven't seen it yet. I'm just like, yeah, go ahead.
Me too. I haven't seen it either. You're always spoiling the things.
Okay, is that movie any good? Because it looks...
I enjoyed it.
It looked like it was a spoof parody of the first one from the posters and that.
It was quite good. I actually think it was Chris Hemsworth's best acting performance.
They styled him too much like Thor that when I saw the trailers, I'm like, you just look like a bad version of Thor.
But when you watch it, like I kind of don't think it's him, and it's his best ever acting performance in terms of going into a character. Whereas Thor's, like, I kind of feel like the accent's kind of lame.
Yeah.
But this was, obviously Mad Max embraces Australianism, and I actually thought it was his best performance.
Yep. Well, I will have to go and see that and be upset with knowing the ending.
Yeah. Okay.
Oiled.
Well, there you go.
So Abby, what are we saying? Abby wanted to be a tree. Abby wants to be a tree.
Abby wants to be a tree, yeah.
Which was cool. I think that's cool that you can do that. I've also seen that you can get yourself turned into a diamond when you can have your ashes like pressed into a diamond.
Right.
This is a controversial statement, but I feel like, so we've got a great big graveyard not far from here, right?
Right. Oh, the one by Princess Park?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we need graveyards anymore?
I know, it's an interesting
thing.
I
mean, I'm sorry if I'm offending you or your family, but like that's prime real estate inside of a city. We could turn that into a garden, another botanical garden, but instead it's just like.
But have it as people. Have people trees. Have the cemetery just be a forest of
literally
thousands of trees rather than concrete blocks.
I just don't know the place for a graveyard in a city anymore. I
don't have the connection to like the actual graveyard or that spot where I think some people go to it. It's like my dad died when I was like 16 or something, and I just don't have that emotional connection to the plot or the place. Like, you remember in other ways and have like those kind of moments. Like I was born on his birthday. So it's like every birthday we get to celebrate. There's the anniversary. There's all these things, but I'm not like emotionally invested in a piece of concrete.
Yeah, I can feel that. That's actually an interesting point as well. She said that she'd like to have coffee with her grandmother on the day, if you recall. I thought that was quite an answer I wasn't really ready for.
I know. You're ready for some like silly, crazy thing, a celebrity, and then she's just like talks about, that's right. Yeah, he talked about the grandmother because I was like, I completely understand that because you feel like there's different stages in your life and how people would know you or like interact with you. And she was just like, I'd love to know her now and to have that conversation.
And I guess it's like, know her at this age as well, when we've both got a bit of wisdom and you can kind of speak to each other on the same level.
Yeah.
Like that was something I found quite interesting.
That was so beautiful. I love that. What else? Oh man, I'm trying to read my scribbled writing here. I just had Star Wars down because you and her.
Yeah, no, we get along quite well.
But the other thing that I thought was interesting, and I think we should talk about here and maybe elaborate a bit more on. I mean, as a cafe owner, you might have a point of view here, but the COVID change that it was before COVID, like you were glared at if you had a disposable cup. It was so uncool to have a disposable cup. But now, for whatever reason, it's just gone back to disposable cups everywhere. You were saying majority of your sales in the cafe are disposable cups. It is an interesting challenge of like, how do we get back to that space?
I'm going to solve it right here.
Solve it.
I'm going to solve it right here, right
now. This is more of a rhetorical open question, but we have an answer.
I feel like I'm giving a hot take, but in a coffee break.
Yeah.
So coffee break, hot take.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Those of you listening, get a nice, durable piece of tape or even a permanent marker and write your name and your coffee order on your cup, and it will be delivered to you faster, and the baristas will make less mistakes, and it will make their job easier so we can keep this thing rolling.
Oh, so just have a cup with permanent marker and you just write it on there.
Yeah, just sometimes it's like hard keeping up with whose cup's who. Label your cups with your coffee order and your name. Please, it'll make everything so much easier.
That's a great design. I don't know if it's like not eco-friendly or not, but that's a great idea for KeepCup, just to have a thing that when you order the cup, you can have etched in name, coffee order, like whatever, and you just go up and it's like, you don't have to say anything. You just put it up on the counter.
Stoke do it well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know we just had Abigail on it from KeepCup, but I'm just like, I'm just saying. I've seen it done on some of their cups.
Yep.
I feel like personalizing items are becoming more and more available. Like all of Apple stuff, you can have like, this come from the Etch Boy, but you can etch the back of everything.
The practical sort of result of this is just so. I would love to see a world where Keep Cups are used so much more frequently, and that's probably one of the biggest. And to be honest, it's like you're dancing a line of sort of stakeholders where you've got to get the person who uses it to be invested, so the person who drinks out of it, but also the barista to kind of make them perform better with it so that it's not such a conundrum for the customer.
Yep.
So how do you do that? Well, they want to have the Keep Cup. Great. Make it easier for the barista too. It's like incentivizing them as well. This has their name, their coffee order. I can't screw it up.
The idea that we had with Abby of the personal little water cleaner thing that's separate to the barista, genius. Like the idea that you can go in and just clean it yourself and then go up to the barista and order your coffee. Because like, imagine being a barista, someone handing you some manky cup. You're like, get out of here. Come on.
And we also talked about like the aesthetic design, kind of leaning into celebrating having it for so long. Like, having like certain seasons of Keep Cup. It's like people want to get rid of it so that they have the newest color, the newest this and that. But like, if we now think about design and like having it kind of age in a cool way, like leather shoes.
Me.
Yeah, exactly. Look at you.
I've aged in a cool way. Sorry. I was just going to say to that, do you think that I put it on COVID about the change in reusable and disposable, and I think that's true. How much do you think the whole Redcycle scandal played into it? And I know we touched on it in the pod, but it broke a lot of belief between consumers and just the general public and these bigger kind of activations or eco activations that were happening. Can you give, and for those who don't know, can you give a little rundown of what happened with Redcycle?
Yeah, so this is probably more of an Australian sort of issue, but Redcycle is a soft plastic recycling program where you could take your soft plastic, so I don't know, packaging for whatever purpose, and then put it in a bin at your local Coles supermarket, so one of the big chains here, and then they would sort of recycle it on your behalf. So it was a bit of an initiative. But there wasn't much transparency within it. And then someone, you can maybe tell that anecdote.
Yeah, I can't remember whether it was War on Waste or something else, but basically someone took like a geo tag, like an air tag or whatever, threw it in the recycling, and then literally just followed it in a car following where the tracker went, and it just drove hours and then drove into a dump and just threw all of the plastic into just a regular dump.
Yeah. But the program actually went bust, so it went broke. And so there's just hordes of this soft plastic inside warehouses. So it's also like a fire risk.
Yeah.
And then the company went broke and didn't pay the people storing it and yada, 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 yada.
Yeah. But I feel like that broke so much trust and it kind of made everyone question, well, if they're lying, what about all these other companies?
It's even hard to tell. Like I get told by sort of my plastic supply rep or my paper supply rep, oh yeah, these coffee cups are biodegradable. And then you get someone else come and say, actually, the inner lining's plastic. It can't be recycled.
Yeah. Well, I said biodegradable, not compostable. It's actually a little different. You're like, well, what do you mean?
Yeah. So it's like really hard to see, between the lines there. But I guess the best thing is to just use reusable cups.
Yeah.
Have a coffee, dine in.
Speaking of things that, age well and, look great, a little birdie told me that you have a big birthday coming up this weekend.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
How old are you turning? Kirkovich is what I want to say, turking. How old are you turning?
I'm 30 years old.
30!
Happy birthday.
The big 3-0.
Are you doing a party? You talked about having a big party here in this location.
Yeah.
That obviously didn't happen.
I'm deferring the party.
You're deferring?
Yeah, I'm too busy this year to be doing that.
Oh, look at that. You know it's going down here when you're like, I'm such an entrepreneur that I can't even have time for my 30th.
Well, honestly, I didn't have the time to organize something and investing all my money and doing something else. And I want to have like a big old party. So come August next year.
I am sad that you're not celebrating, but I couldn't let the day go past.
Oh, that's what that was.
Without a little, that's what that box with balloons all over it is. Without a little gift for your 30th. For my beloved Kirk, for my co-host. I've loved doing this with you. Oh. We've got a little gift for you.
Can I open it now?
Yeah, please open it.
Yeah, boy.
So this is just a gift because...
Well, they sat it on the table and I literally asked, what's that?
But you're a gentleman, right? Business Kirk. You have the strong black. You're a gentleman. And what every gentleman needs is a Victoria Bitter cologne.
Oh yeah!
For those that are listening abroad, Victoria Bitter is probably Australia's number one alcoholic beverage. Would you say? But anyway, does anyone remember that famous video that went viral on the internet of someone going, "A VB long neck"?
Oh my God, no.
Okay, well, then someone type in, just in your own time, look it up.
But let's open this. Let's talk to the fans what's happening here. So we've got a big green box with a VB silhouette on it. It's called Thirst. The long neck edition.
Thirsty for me, guys.
Now, is this bottle? I hope it's just a long neck. So Kirk's opening it, taking the plastic off, cracking the top off the box. I mean, they've done a good job with the packaging. It doesn't look bad. Kirk's struggling like an idiot to open it. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. What do we got here?
Pungent.
Oh my God. It's a little like stubby with a gold crown top.
Do you want? Oh.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's get some of that on. Oh, there we go. Do I have to smell you now? I'm going to come across.
On the old, on the wrist.
I know what this is all about. You're always coming into work smelling like this. Because you're an alco.
Oh, there you go.
I'm joking.
I mean, I'm pretty disappointed in the fact that doesn't smell anything like VB. Can I have a smell at the top?
It's actually quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it smells like generic Chemist Warehouse cologne.
Made with VB Super Pride hops.
Okay,
it's actually
made with hops. There you go. Yeah, it smells like something you maybe find in like your grandparents' house or something.
I've got a little recycle symbol on here. Is this recyclable?
Oh, there you go. We should recycle it.
Well, thanks, guys. It's very thoughtful of you.
Hey, you're welcome.
Happy Kirk Day,
Is that going straight to the mantelpiece? What are you doing with it?
Straight to the pool room.
This
one's going straight to the pool room. Another piece of Australian vernacular that you can all get around. But I appreciate that.
Yeah, happy birthday, baby.
30. Jeez, I'm not ready for 30. Got any tips for being 30? Are you 30?
Sure I am, bud.
Oh, wow. How old are you?
30 on the dot.
Oh,
a couple months ago.
Big 30.
Tips for being 30. No, it's all pretty much the same. It's all pretty much the same.
Well, I got tips for you young folk entering your 20s.
Yep.
The difference between 20 and 30 on your body, stuck. You can't go play a sport without warming up past 25.
Oh,
I would say.
yeah.
You're doing that. You do that, you're asking for trouble. Warm up. Do some weights.
You still lose weight really quickly, but you're hitting your 30s. Maybe that's starting to come. Like losing weight slows it down.
Gets a bit harder.
Kirk's been coming in with the hot roasts of fitness. Kirk's now 30, comes in.
Yeah.
He's put on
stacks it on.
Just lay it on.
10 kgs a heavy.
Big Kev in the house.
I've got bursitis, suprasplenitis, and tendonitis in my left shoulder. It's that's 30 for you.
Yep.
So get better shoulder.
Now, my next two things that I have written down here just say head and then headphones, which I don't know what that means. So I wrote some notes.
You wrote it down, son.
That I wasn't really going on. But while we're here and we're having fun, and it's your birthday coming up, I thought we'd turn the tables and in the coffee break, we'd do a little rapid fire questions of yours truly, of Kirk.
I'm excited for this.
Do you reckon you can handle it? What we got here?
Well, I've been waiting for someone to rapid fire question me. I'm like, damn, these guys get the cue one.
Well,
like we run in the main apps. Here we go.
Hey, it's just questions.
Ready?
Oh yeah, let's do it to him.
And your time starts now.
Why do you hate long blacks?
Don't anymore. Strong black's better.
Okay, what does your girlfriend find most annoying about you?
My farting.
What do you find most annoying about her?
Yapping.
Well, we heard she's a yapper. What is your most embarrassing childhood memory?
I once pooped in a bush and blamed it on someone else.
Worst coffee order you've had?
It was a long black.
Favorite Pokemon?
Tyranitar.
Best breakfast in Australia?
Oh, smashed avocado.
What do you like most about me?
Nothing.
What do you hate most about me?
Everything.
Do you pee in the shower?
Yes.
Have you ever pooped your pants? The answer's yes from before. Who should have won the 2024 World Barista Championships?
The Rifle Man won.
Were you born a dick or did you learn it?
Both.
And so fuck everyone. Have you ever thought about me as more than a friend?
Yes.
That is the perfect, beautiful
That's the moment.
for thinking about me as a friend.
Everyone soils themselves, and you've got at least one or two past 20.
But wait, how old were you? How many? Okay,
so this young one, I was in primary school, so elementary school for those in the US. But what happened was, I was young, I needed to go. I took a dump in a bush. Then this is at school, and then someone else came
at school, like at recess.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
so,
God.
as you can understand, this is a recess crisis.
Yeah.
Because
there's no toilets at a school.
Yeah. And then I just needed to go then, and I was like, oh, damn. Anyway, so I needed to go, and then everyone was like, who did the poo? Everyone did the poo. And I just kind of said,
Poo scandal.
I said, it was Adam Elliott. And Adam, I'm sorry if you're listening. I threw him under the bus. This is the first time I've spoken publicly about it.
Oh my God. Here it is, live on a podcast.
Yeah, so
for everyone to know, there's probably like years of bullying under his belt. Like it's probably just
26 years later, 25 years later.
It finally comes out. I can just imagine him sitting at home, just like listening to this podcast, like, oh my God.
I told you all. Yeah.
So do you want to hear another story?
I do. I mean, I've got a funny poo story now that you bring it up as well, but you go again.
Mine's
first.
a vomit story. So
Okay,
I'm sorry for everyone.
Wow, this pod
Content warning for everyone.
Yeah.
So I went home to New South Wales last year and visited my family. Had a few too many to drink on one night, but the scandal really broke the next morning because what happened was I went and I actually drove to a friend's cafe, and then I got a toasted sandwich and a blue Powerade.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had the blue Powerade. That was all good, feeling great. But then I didn't have the appetite to eat the sandwich once I got it. So I started driving home and I called my girlfriend and I was saying, I don't really feel like the sandwich. She said, do it. Take a bite of the sandwich. You'll feel much better. So, yeah, it was. So I took a few bites of the sandwich and I thought, oh my goodness, I don't feel too good. And then I was saying to her, I don't feel great after taking a bite of that sandwich. She said, you're just being soft. I realized I'm going to vomit.
Okay.
And I'm driving at this point. I said, sorry, sweetheart. I'm going to pull over and I'm going to vomit. She goes,
sorry, baby doll.
She goes, no.
A gentleman's intermission.
She said, no, you won't. You won't. Just last till you get home. I was like, I don't think it's that type of occasion there. my friend. And she said, no, just keep going. Just keep going. You'll be fine. Just think it out. Anyway, about 5 seconds later, I've got my hand on my face and it comes out. And it's spitting between the fingers like it's bouncing.
Projectile.
And it's blue from the Powerade. And it was just everywhere. This is driving and I still had 10 minutes to go home.
It would look like an alien got like shot in your car, just like blue slime just sprayed across the front dash.
And it was the worst car ride home because the smell of it was just awful.
Did you stop and clean it up or you just kept going?
Well, I went all the way home.
Just powered through. Oh my God. What is wrong with you?
Well, I mean.
And your partner just sat there.
Well, I was on the phone to her. She was back here in Melbourne.
I thought she was in the car with you. Sorry, I wasn't listening to that properly.
Yeah. I don't know why I listened to it, but.
Yeah, that's.
I've had a similar situation, but it was after a night out of multiple jelly shots and a bit of Midori and a few other things. And I saw the rainbow. I tasted the rainbow.
Sounds a bit how you're going. But anyway, you had a poo story.
Do we want another poo story? Do we need
this content is we're on.
One more. Okay. We were on a school camp once. We must have been about 10 years old, and we were staying in like a group tent of like 6 people. Woke up in the middle of the night to this kid being like pushing me like, Rohan, oh my God, I need a poo and I can't find my glasses, Rohan. I'm like, just go without your glasses. Like the toilet's just out there. Like you'll find it. Just go. And he's like, and he runs out and he comes back and I don't hear any more of it. I'm asleep again. It's gone. The next morning, my other friend walks into the tent and just goes, oh, a kangaroo must have shat in the toilet and I stood in it. Oh. And he's coming into the tent like barefoot with poop on his foot. And then we were like, oh, this is horrible. And I'm like connecting some dots in my head. Like this kid's made it into the toilet, can't see without his glasses and has just pooped on the concrete floor in the bathroom.
Full-blown crisis.
But it doesn't end there. We're then later playing Foursquare and the ball gets hit far away into the bushes and someone goes into the bushes and just holds up this pair of underwear and it's got full of poo. They're like, and this poor kid, I'm not naming names here, he had his name sewn into the underwear from his parents. And so they're calling out the name going, that's his underwear with the poo in it.
Nightmare.
Horrific.
I guess their name's sewn in their underwear.
Anyway, we came up with a great nickname for him, Poo Pants.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he wear that one for life?
Oh, yeah. It was sewn onto him. No. It is sewn onto him.
It's an original one.
Yeah. Oh, looking back at being a kid, you're like, oh, we're horrible. If you're out there and you're listening to this story, I love you. These things happen.
Thanks for being vulnerable. Anyway, coffee stuff?
Other things that make you poo. Yeah.
Coffee makes you poo. Yeah. That's interesting. I mean, no, I think that probably kind of brings us to the end of this week. We did a great review of Abby being there. For those that don't know, the reason we've changed clothes is because one of our guests just cancelled on us last minute.
They did. We
were set up, ready to roll, and we were like, we'll just get our little coffee break for Abby. But if you're listening, you're out there, you know who you are. And for the guests, for the audience, you can probably figure it out because they'll probably be on next week.
I reckon what happened.
Yep.
He forgot.
Yep.
So they forgot. and
I thought you were being politically correct there, but you were just trying to like cover yourself.
Yeah. They forgot. And then I was like, oh shit, better.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That happens.
Yeah,
I was just joking.
We got plenty of stuff.
It's totally fine. I don't even mind.
I don't even mind at all.
I don't even mind.
They can go fuck themselves, but that's fine. That's fine.
So we still want them on.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, of course.
I mean,
of course.
as Liam says. Liam says it's that.
It's fine.
So that was a great ep. If you have any questions, if you have any of your hot takes that you want to send in to us, make sure to email them in. Send a video, send it written. We can read it out. Make sure to email us at hello@itsjustcoffeepod.com. We've been getting some great emails in, which has been nice to hear from some of you. We want to keep getting those, bringing it up. A few people requesting to be on the pod. What no one is doing is telling me the secret spots that I should be going to get breakfast, because I'm making it my mission that each weekend I want to go somewhere good, somewhere that I haven't been before. I don't want all the basics. I don't want all the main ones that we've heard before, but hit me with the like, you know what's really good? This place. I want some of that. We'll come down. We'll have some breakfast.
All right. Can I give you a hot tip for this weekend?
Ooh, give me that hot tip.
Oh, geez, now I feel like I'm on the spot with a hot tip.
I thought you had one the way you
I
came
know,
in.
yeah. I thought you came in loaded, really.
Go to Code Black in Brunswick.
Yeah, but okay.
Oh, you want a small? We'll go a smaller
I just mean
joint?
like, yeah, for me, Code Black is like
La Barjo in North Melbourne.
There you go. That's
We
how
want
you
hidden
mean that.
gems.
La Barjo in North Melbourne. That is
La Barjo.
going to- You're gonna have to look to find.
Okay, Labarjo. I'll get on that. That sounds good.
Oh.
Any other words from you guys before we sign off?
Well, yeah. Thank you for the birthday gifts.
Yeah, happy
appreciate
birthday.
it.
Happy birthday, Kirky.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, that's good. Thank you for helping me. I'm going to celebrate with a spice mix curry.
Oh, that's how you do it.
And yeah, I'm really looking forward to.
Oh, nice.
We gotta have like a we'll invite one lucky listener to a free dinner at Spice Mix with us one time.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
Just so we could actually verify, hey, this place is awesome.
Maybe if we start a Patreon, that can be like our top tier. It's like if you spend $50 a month on the Patreon, we will take you out to a free dinner at Spice Mix. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Coffee Break. Hit us on the socials. Send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. And as always,
It's just coffee.